back at the Farmer's Market. I'm Bill Yohnka, and this is the Denny Simpson health report portion of the program. The sling is off his arm.
It was off last week, too.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well, I'm a week behind on the report. If you didn't know, it's still relevant.
So we've got 9 minutes. Denny's there. I wonder if he's going to make it back here before the show ends, because if he does, he's going to talk about the ribs in the oven thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I talked to the other portion of that equation. For those of you who don't listen as religiously as the people who are on the program do, Denny Simpson took issue with a recent article by Deb Terrell in the newspaper, where Deb claimed that you could cook ribs in the oven. And
they'd be just as good as anything on a grill.
And Denny Simpson said, no.
He took exception to that.
Yeah. So he wanted to challenge her to a
smackdown.
Yeah. So Deb and Denny are going to have to do a little cook-off eventually here, and we'll ask the mayor what she thinks. Now, a couple weeks ago, Mayor, so you realize what's going on. Your friend Deb Terrell, you know her.
Yes, I sure do.
I don't know if you know Denny Simpson.
No, I don't think I do.
Denny Simpson, he was on the cusp of being banned from our cooking competitions here because he'd win every one. But
so he was that good.
He's a very good cook.
Gourmet zombies.
He's a gourmet zombie is what he calls himself. Well, he took issue with Deb's recent article about cooking ribs in the oven.
So did my husband.
Really?
He said no good rib ever came out of an oven.
Well,
that's something like Denny said.
Yeah, that's a lot like what Denny said. So Denny has challenged Deb to a rib off.
Oh, I think that's an excellent idea.
We're going to have to install an oven here at the Farmer's Market. I don't know if there's room in the budget for that.
Well, I think we could find an oven somewhere that we could plug in here.
We could probably do something.
She can use her own oven if she wants.
But we'd have to have somebody monitor to make sure it never saw the top of a grill.
Yeah. Denny's using his big green egg.
Yeah. And if anybody's worried, this is Kankakee Mayor Nina Epstein, not you. Maybe they thought you were Bruce Adams. I don't know.
Well,
it's one of the first rules.
Bruce tends to have a little deeper voice than I do, but in case there's any confusion, but we are big rib eaters at our house.
Oh.
And I once did a rib in the oven from a cookbook recipe that I found, and I have to say it was tasty, but there's nothing like a rib cooked long and slow over real charcoal.
So you thought it was tasty.
I thought it was tasty. The sauce was tasty, but the texture and it's not the same kind of rib.
That's the key phrase. It's not the same.
It's just not the same.
Yeah. It can be tasty. It can be good. We're not saying it's inedible, but it's just not the same.
And I'm guessing there's someone else at your house who...
Oh, my husband loves ribs.
Yeah.
Loves ribs. Loves Famous Dave's ribs, if I could do a plug for...
Yeah. Sure.
He's sort of a connoisseur, and he loves St. Louis ribs rather than baby backs.
Oh.
So that's another, it has to be the right kind of rib that you even start with. And St. Louis rib has, like, the brisket cut off of it, and it's an actual spare rib, where, the baby backs are, smaller and thinner. So now that's a whole other,
that's a whole other
That's
thing.
a whole other conversation.
We have to have a rib day here next year.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
rib cook-off.
I think that would be awesome. I think you'd have a lot of people come out for a rib cook-off.
Yeah, probably would. Anything else big going on in the city that you want to let people know about?
Well, we're finishing up a beautiful new parking lot over by the administration building that's going to include a rain garden and be environmentally sensitive the way the other parking lots have been around the city buildings. We've just finishing up a sidewalk program. We've done almost $1 million in sidewalks throughout the city of Kankakee. I'm sure if your neighborhoods all look a little bit better, we try to do the worst ones first, but we're just finishing up that program. And lots of good things going on. It's a beautiful time of year.
There's no shortage of things actually going on, not only being done by the city, but, just look at this weekend and last weekend.
This weekend,
the boat races and
I have so many things to go to. There's the Half Patty Festival. The Greek picnic is tomorrow. A couple of our neighborhood associations are having picnics this weekend. I encourage you to get involved with neighborhood associations. I noticed in the paper Gracefield area had a big neighborhood potluck. It's just great
corn
to.
in the cob.
That's where I'm. Yep, on
Yeah.
Sunday at 2
Sunday
o'clock.
At 2 o'clock.
Yep.
I got to get the corn.
Oh,
I'm providing
Good.
the
See,
corn.
I'm wondering if
You
Bill's gonna
better,
be
because
there,
the
huh?
whole conversation is corn on the cob. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I better up it maybe. I didn't realize the whole thing revolved around the
It
corn.
does, Bill.
So there's lots going on. It's hard to hear if people say there's not much to do in Kankakee, because I think there's always a lot to do. And farmers market is the start of the nice weekend. So.
Well, it kind of goes to show the hard work that people have done within the city the last several years now. Things like the farmers market, things like the Half Patty Festival coming back to the downtown location, and the Greek picnic all happening right in the central part of our city.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful place to be, and if nothing else, just go down to the Depot Fountain area and get a cup of coffee in the newspaper and just sit down there and enjoy the beautiful amenities of just sitting in a beautiful park right in downtown Kankakee.
You can come down Friday for a side.
Sandwiches with a side jam. The final one is on next Friday.
That's correct. And there's a Hispanic luncheon on Friday.
Yes, I know.
At the Civic Auditorium. How do you keep track of all of these
I know,
things?
and how do you no matter what you do, something else will be going on at the same time.
But, different things appeal to different people, so it's nice to have a variety of events going on, and you can pick and choose where you'd like to go, and it's nice to have choices.
Yeah.
That's a good problem.
Do you have a deputy mayor to send to?
Nope, just me.
Well, if you need somebody to go and eat something someplace,
I'll call you.
We could go. Carl and I could go to Hispanic food festivals. We'll go to the Depot.
We'll see
flexible.
how many pounds I end up gaining after this term of office.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. So thank you.
Thank you.
All the listeners to know that the whole time she's been talking, the mayor's been holding a beautiful bouquet of gladiolas in her hand that she got here at the farmer's market. They look and smell lovely.
They're beautiful. It's one of my favorite things to do. Cheese, bread, flowers.
1 minute, guys.
Fruit.
1 minute.
How can you go wrong? And just come out and see people. It's just great to come out. There's always people that I see here that I haven't bumped into for a while. And you hear comments about the things that the city is anticipating doing, or they're comfortable to talk to you at this venue. So it's wonderful.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you stopping by. And Carl, I think it's just about time to wrap things up.
It is indeed.
You're real close to a wrap.
Quick day, quick morning.
And the senior fair kicking into high gear here. I think I need to put up another table.
Yeah, there's a
We've
big
got
crowd there.
some more people looking to set up, so I'll be doing that. All the wardrobes for this program provided by discretionary income, and I think
All the
Paul,
choreography is by Carl Moronich.
Every step of it.
we'll be talk to you again. Well, I'll talk to you again on Monday morning. Talk AM 1320 WKN. We'll do the Saturday morning show again next week here at the Farmers Market.